Can you answer these Magic rules trivia questions? Question number 1. Explain banding.
That's question 1?
I hope these are not too hard.
Okay, so banding is when two creatures attack, and if they're banded, they deal combat damage together. That's my final answer.
That's like a good chunk of it. Banding is a creature with banding can form a band with other creatures with banding, and then with one creature that doesn't have banding, they deal all their damage together as one entity, but they're still separate creatures, so killing one doesn't kill the entire band. You assign the combat damage that is dealt to your band, not your opponent's. And then all your creatures in the band will deal their damage together. They don't share keywords. For blocking, you just need one creature in a multi-block to have banding to get the benefits of banding. So you get to decide how they assign their combat damage to your blocking creatures. I'll give you a point for that.
I'll take a point.
Question 2. State whether each of these actions would trigger Mayhem Devil. Urza Saga resolving after its final chapter ability has resolved. Second one, the Legend rule. Number 3, giving Mayhem Devil -3/-3 until end of turn. 4, activating a treasure token with Rest in Peace on the battlefield.
So I'm just thinking here. I'm pretty sure the first one, Urza Saga, would trigger Mayhem Devil. Now the Legend rule, do you sacrifice with the Legend rule? I do not believe you sacrifice with the Legend rule, so I'm thinking not that one. Giving Mayhem Devil -3/-3 until end of turn. Will he trigger? He definitely will not be having a good day, but will he trigger? Activating a treasure token with Rest in Peace on the battlefield. I believe you still would sacrifice it regardless of where that treasure token may end up. So I'm gonna say that it would trigger with Urza Saga after resolving its final chapter ability and activating a treasure token with Rest in Peace on the battlefield. Final answer. Those two.
Those are all correct. Nice. I thought I would get you with the Legend rule.
For a second I was like, does the Legend rule trigger? But I remember a specific instance.
That's a very niche thing. I know I originally thought that the Legend rule was a sacrifice, but it's just you put it into the graveyard as a state-based action from the battlefield. Nicely done. All 4 points for that one.
We're back up after that last question.
So you got 5 points currently. Question 3. There are currently 11 special actions that exist in Magic the Gathering. Name me 5. Bonus points for naming all of them.
Special actions. I'd say, looking at the top card of your library, would affect like Radas.
Do you want me to tell you like what special actions are?
I think that's throwing me off a little bit. Yeah.
They're actions that a player can take whenever they have priority, and they don't use a stack.
I'll say activating a mana ability is a special action. Flipping over a morph or disguise creature. I'm just drawing such a huge blank right now. I'll say permanent comes in and it says as. It doesn't give a trigger like when this comes in. Sacrificing a creature for a cost. Maybe just paying a cost. I'll throw out a guess of mutating a creature. I'm like running through my head just like trying to, in my mind, play a game of Magic.
Would you like a small hint?
I would love a small hint.
Okay, there's one special action that you can do during main phase.
Oh! Playing a land.
Alright.
Then I'll throw untapping your stuff for one last Hail Mary, throw that out there. But then I'm locking all those answers in.
So playing a land for turn is a special action. Turning a face down creature face up is a special action. The other stuff are not special actions.
Oh, I did not even close. Let's hear what they are.
And a continuous effect or stop a delay trigger. So something like Dominating Listed, taking an action to ignore this ability of a static ability. Something like Leonin Arbiter, the most rare out of all of them probably. Circling Vulture specifically has a special action where you can discard it from your hand as an instant. Doesn't really do anything, but it's a special action. One that you might be more familiar with, suspending a card.
Suspend.
Putting a companion into your hand from the companion zone. Foretelling a card. And the latest one, plotting a card. And then 2 of them that don't really come up often is rolling the planar die in a game of Plane Chase and turning a face down conspiracy face up. I would have been very impressed if you knew that one because I did not know those myself.
Hey, I'll take 2 out of 11.
You're at 7 points currently, right? That's pretty good.
Better than I ever did in high school.